careful, 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 everyone. I just want to make sure that you're being super careful with this gift that might come your way this week. So this gift might come in the way of advice or an actual present, or, you know, some hot tips that you might think is really, really good and really, really attractive to follow. But just be careful, because I don't think they're showing you the full picture. I don't think you're being able to see everything, and there might be a lot of deceit in there. So like a rose with thorns, you know, it looks beautiful, but then you get pricked and it might cause a bit of strain on your money pockets. So this will be your weekly reading for the 31st of January 2025 to the 7th of February 2025. So hello everybody, hello. Okay, let's get into the weekly tarot reading. So like I said, everything this week revolves around this gift, which can come in many, many forms, and it's gonna leave you feeling super salty. So wronged, bitter, and dramatic, and jealousy might be involved from the other party towards you. So I can see that normally you're a very, very strong individual. So you've got normally the upright strength card. So you can see that the woman's in charge of the line. So she's in charge of her emotions. She's got it all under control. She knows exactly who she is and what triggers her and what doesn't trigger her, and she doesn't let anything trigger her. But this week, we've got the strength card reversed. So you can see here that the lion is on top of the woman, meaning that your emotions are, have gotten the better of you. You might be quite angry, upset, overwhelmed, anxious, and all of those terrible emotions because of this gift that looks like a blessing, but might end up being quite a disaster. Okay, so let's get into it. Some examples of what this gift could be. It could be like you see online that there is some really hot cafe or hot restaurant there, and you see some brilliant review on Facebook and you go, oh my God, those photos look so good and look delicious, and I love pasta carbonara and it's my partner's favorite and I'll take them there for their birthday. So you book a table, you go there on the weekend, and it's an absolute dud. You've blown $200 and you are feeling, less than your better self when you come home, and you are filthy and it's ruined the night, and you're just really upset because you thought that this person was genuine. You thought it was a genuine comment. You thought it was genuine advice, but it turns out like this, owner might have had an ulterior motive because, their restaurant was tanking, their food is old, they're getting bad reviews, and they put this fake one up to entice good-hearted people like yourself to go down that road. But like this card says here, you're a divine facet of the universe. So like a diamond, there's all different sides to the diamond. And it looks like this week you might be coming across some of those shaded, dusty, dirtbag side of the diamond when you're the nice and shiny side, being taken advantage of. So another thing that I can see could happen is, for example, if you're, doing a bit of studying and you're in a study group, right? And there's a person in your group that's been really super helpful, going, hey, everybody, hey, I've got these study notes for this week's Friday's test. So here you go. Here's like a bit of a cheat sheet. You can all study off it and we're all going to go brilliant. I'm going to smash it and we'll go out celebrating. It'll be great. So everyone in the group studies off it, learns it, uses it, but, you're not really aware that this person is super, super competitive. They want to be the top of the class. Maybe you picked up a bit of an inkling, but you didn't realize how competitive they were. So, a lot of the information on there could have been pure gold, but, there could have been 10, 20% that maybe on purpose could have been wrong. Who knows? On purpose, not on purpose, whatever. You go and take the test, you think you blitzed it, you get the results, and you see, what the F? Like 0 for these questions. I followed her study guide to the T. What the F went wrong? Okay. And then you see that the deceivious part of her came out. So maybe the jealousy took over. She didn't want anyone else being better because she knew how smart you all are, but she wants to come out on top by, doing some type of unhanded backstabbing. So with that, you can see the backstabbing of the Seven of Swords here. So the person is deceivious. He's run out of camp in the middle of, dusk or dawn when everyone's sound asleep, and took off with 5 of the 7 swords, left two behind and took whatever he could get and ran off with it. And that's what this week's all about, this deception of not telling you the full picture and having a hidden agenda, all for themselves, not for you. Very selfish, narcissistic individuals. Okay, so another thing that came to mind is, for example, you're at work, right? And someone's gone on leave or someone's been fired, and they come up to you and they go, okay, there's this amazing opportunity for you. We need you to take over straight away. It's a huge project halfway through. We need you to finish it, 6 months, and you're going to be a step-up supervisor. You're going to have all these reports, lots more work, lots more hours, but you'll get to complete the project. No extra money, but there is a potential for a promotion at the end of it if you do really, really well. So you think, oh gosh, this is too good to be true. I better take it. You might, your second job that you do after work, you might pull back some hours, so you take a bit of a pay cut from that. You put your hobbies, you put your personal life on hold so that you can put everything into this project, and then you realize that, hang on, the budget's totally been blown. There's no money there to finish the project, and the project is a absolute S show. There is everything wrong with it. Everything's fudged. Everything needs to be redone. And then you realize that the person could have been fired because they did such a dodgy job, or they could have went on mental health leave because of all the shady things they were trying to cover up. So I see, some things this week, whatever this gift is around, definitely entails some type of monetary value. So you might be taking a bit of a hit monetarily wise, or you might be worried about the money that's being leaked, or it has something to do with money. So another thing that came to mind is, say you're going on your beautiful, beautiful cruise. You've saved up your leave, you saved up all of your money, you are taking 2 weeks off, you're going on a cruise, and you've booked the beautiful balcony room, okay? It's the best you could afford. You rock up, you check in, and they go, oh my God, it's your lucky day. We are going to upgrade you today to the suite. And it's ready for you now. And you get all these complimentary gifts and everything. And it's huge and it's beautiful. And you are so, so excited. You go to check in, and then you see that the suite is actually next to the engine room. And it is pumping noise 24/7. Then you are also next to the outlet where all the sewage goes out, so it stinks as well, and you are furious, right? They've already given away your room to someone else. They've sold it off, and there's so much deceit there because they gave you this room because they couldn't sell it. It's a stinker of the room, the worst room on the boat. It looks like it's the best, but it's actually the worst. They couldn't sell it. They've made a profit by selling your old room. They've shunted you here, and now you're really salty, you're feeling wronged, you're really upset, so you don't even spend any time in the room. You go to the bar, you're picking up old bad habits that you've gotten rid of ages ago, and suddenly you're drinking like a hoon, you're taking cocktail after cocktail, you're at the pastry shop having croissant, a chocolate croissant, everything under the sun, and you are pissed. Okay, so that is what I see. Some examples that it could be. But the good thing is I pulled another card to see what the outcome of all this is. What is the solution? How can we fix it? And we got the best bloody card ever. So the 3 of Wands. You can see her there in the hot tub with the 3 candles next to her, looking at peace, really serene. The sky is bright blue, not a cloud up there. The sun is shining on her. There's birds out. Everyone's looking happy and relaxed. So it all works out. So the first thing we can have a look at is that if anything happens like this to you this week, maybe take a bit of a step back and do some research first before you go accepting whatever this gift or advice is or hot tips are, so that you don't miss out, that you don't lose extra money, that you don't get upset, and that you don't get put in this position in the first place. So if you got the study notes, just quickly go over them. Go and check them against your textbook to see if it's right or if it's wrong. And then you can fix it up. So you outwit them, outsmart them. On the cruise, if they're going to offer you a new room, just go, hang on a second, quickly Google it, Reddit it, check on YouTube to see people's reviews of that room. I know lots of cruise ships and lots of people put room specific details on there, so you'll be able to see if it's a dud room or not. And then just hold off a little bit, hold off and then accept it. Maybe it is a good deal, so accept it. If it's not, if it doesn't suit you, then that's fine. And then with the work situation, maybe, also take a step back before you accept whatever it is. Talk to the people who are in charge, talk to the people in the team, try to get documentation before you accept it. And then, with the online reviews, go check more online reviews, check Google. Everything can try to be prevented by doing a bit more research, taking a step back, slowing down, trying to get more information before you go full steam ahead accepting, thinking that this is the best thing in the world that's happened and that it's your lucky day, okay? It could be your lucky day, but just double check it first before you go accepting anything like that. So in case you are already in this position, the Three of Wands is still a great outcome. So this is for if you're in this position or, what's going to happen with this situation. So the Three of Wands, my advice to you would be, just like I just said, just to take a step back, go into a safe place, go somewhere that you feel calm, where you can do a bit of meditating, and go somewhere near the water. So if you can, go fill up a bathtub, go in there for half an hour, relax. If you don't have a bathtub, go to the beach, take a dip in the pool. If you're nowhere near the water, just grab a bucket and fill it up with water, put some Epsom salts in there, put your feet in there, and just sit down in a comfy chair and take some breaths, relax, stop thinking about everything, pretend you're in Paris. If you're in Paris, you're really lucky. And I would like to go there too, have some croissants. Then yeah, just take a breather, quiet down your mind, quiet down your body, have a tea and do some meditating, just calm your mind. And the solutions will come to you. You might get 1, 2, 3, and they'll definitely be out of the box solutions that no one else has thought of, that you couldn't see before, but you will definitely find them, and they will be positive solutions that will help you get a positive outcome to this situation. And definitely I see success. So whatever you think, you'll be able to put into action, and it will work out just fine. It'll work out all right. And all the lessons you've learned through this whole situation, you're going to never forget it, firstly, and you'll be able to implement that throughout the rest of your life. You'll be able to be more cautious, more careful with, gifts that look too good to be true. You'll take a step back and just do your due diligence before accepting anything, or just thinking twice about anything that comes your way, weighing up the options, and digging a bit more deeper. I also see you coming out and really being in control of your emotions, calming back down from salty, getting back into your sweet, cute nature, and everything will be all right, okay? So that's the reading for this week. Thank you so much, you beautiful people, for listening. I love to hear your comments below. What's happening? I know it's all going to work out, so it's going to be brilliant. I'd love to hear from you, where you're at, where you're from, what's happening. If you're in Paris, what's your favorite dessert? And just please hit the like and subscribe button. This is going to be a weekly session with all of my advice to you, and I'm trying to help you so that your life can be a little bit easier, because I know everyone's lives can get a bit rushed and chaotic, especially these days. So sending much love, much blessings, and I can't wait to see you next week. Thank you, everyone. Bye.